Hello guys, it is FLuffysez here, back at it with another video for you guys today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to fix/improve the tracking on your Oculus Quest 2 controllers. Before we start, if you find that this video helps, please hit that like button down below, as it helps out the channel drastically and allows for more people to get help from my videos. With that being said, let's jump right into today's video. The first item starting off my list of tips has to do with the batteries in your controllers. Recently, I found out that the Quest 2 controllers use 1.5 volt AA's natively compared to the more common 1.2 volt AA's. Don't worry if you are using 1.2 volts, you won't damage your Quest. But if you are having tracking issues or you just want that crisper tracking, try using 1.5 volt AA batteries and seeing if that makes a difference during your hardcore gaming sessions. If you're looking for a good set of rechargeable 1.5 volt AA's, I recommend the Bezwin rechargeable batteries. If you want more information, you can check out a link down in the description or click the eye up in the top right. Moving on to the next tip on our list, we have room temp. The Quest 2 has many flaws that are just unavoidable, one of which is the lack of ventilation. I'm sure most of you have felt the toaster of a headset at one point or another. One thing that you may not know though is if the headset gets too hot, the tracking is the first thing to go. I figured this out with my original Quest and found a simple solution is to play with a fan or just turn up the AC in the house. Another simple solution is to just use the Quest in your basement if you have one. Not only are basements normally much cooler than the upstairs, but you can hide from your parents down there as well. Our next tip is fairly well known, but I thought I should mention it anyway, and that is lighting. Make sure that your room is well lit with minimal shadows. The Quest 2 uses lighting in the room in order to track the controllers using cameras. Having an overhead light is probably the easiest and most helpful way of doing this, but if that is not an option, you can always use two lamps across the room from one another. The trick is to have balanced lighting with no incredibly large shadows, where if you stuck your controllers into them, tracking would cut. This next tip hops on the back of the previous one and can even solve the issue of lighting entirely. In order to understand why this works, you need to know that the controllers for the Quest use infrared light, which is unseeable to the human eye but can be picked up by cameras. Because of this, you can improve your Quest tracking without even affecting the look of your play space. All you need to do is place an infrared light in a part of your room where it can cast the most light with the least amount of infrared shadows. Not only will this improve the tracking of your controllers, but it will also allow you to play in the dark. If you're interested in trying this, I will have a few good infrared lights from Amazon in the description for you to check out. If you do end up getting these, I would definitely recommend getting a way to mount them in the top corner of your room, as getting a corner shot will be the best, as it will minimize the amount of interference and it'll get a wider area. Our last tip here is another fairly simple one, but a lot of people don't know about it, and that is that mirrors will interrupt tracking. There isn't much to it with this besides just taking down mirrors in your play space or just playing somewhere else. So basically, if you got mirrors, get rid of them. That's all you got to do. Mirrors will interrupt the tracking, especially if you're staring right at them. So just try not to play in play spaces with mirrors or take the mirrors down while you're playing. And with that final tip, we will be officially ending off today's video. If you've made it this far, it means you probably enjoyed. Since you've already wasted about 6 minutes of your time, you might as well just hit that subscribe button at this point. And while you're down there hitting the red button and dinging that bell, if you could hit that like button, that would also be much appreciated. This video idea was suggested to me by a member on my Discord server, Extercio. The number one place I look is my Discord, so make sure you join down below. I looked in a lot of places when researching this video, but I got a lot of help from my friend Virtual Panda. You can also check him out, link in the description. Thank you to my members. You guys are absolute mad lads. My little lettuces, my bear cubs, and my mama bears. Thank you so much for all of the support. I love you all. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye.